Yo, 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 Lilisen here with a quick tutorial on capturing the elite bear frame in Call of Dragons. Now, I'm making an updated video because things have changed ever so slightly from when the videos were made before by previous content creators around 2 years ago or more. Back then, all of Season 1 heroes other than Kanara, you could have gotten even enough straight away on the first day, so your pairings were quite, they were quite open, you could use quite a lot. Whereas now in Season 1, that has changed. Not all Season 1 heroes are available on day 1. You actually have to wait for quite a while for some of them. For archers, you no longer have Nico on day 1. You have to wait. So your options for archers are very limited. You have Guan and Mu, or you have Guan and Husk if you're wailing out. That's only the options you really have. There's no more Nico for that. For mages, you're looking at exactly the same as it was before, where you have Lilia Velen, Velen Waldia, Lilia Waldia, and they're your basic marches you will use for mages. And then when you're going on to tank, you still have Garwood, which is unlocked basically on the first day, depending on how quick you do your City Hall. I believe it's City Hall 7, and then you unlock him. And once he's unlocked, you will use him with either Mu, or you will use him with Bakar. And those are the only options you have. And of course, when you're doing this, you need to be using the Taunt Mask as a tank. If you're not using the Taunt Mask as a tank, you might struggle a little bit when doing this. But they're the options you have. I would also like to say, before we go into the video of actually taking the bear, that Crowned in Blood took this incredibly quick. We managed to take this within 14 hours of the server opening, which is, when we look at the timings of all the other servers around us in our Season 2 and Season 3, we managed to take this nearly 3 times quicker than the second quickest server in our KVK 2 or 3. So we took this very quick. It just shows some great success on what we did. Even though in this video you'll see we messed up on one dodge, our power growth and activity is really good. It's great to see. The fact we can take this nearly 3 times quicker than the second quickest person in unlocking the frame is amazing. It's great to see, and it's good to see the kingdom develop or server. But I mean, let's crack on with the video now on actually taking the bear. And now onto the actual part of taking the bear on what you need to do in setup. Here you will see we have 3 tanks here with mask ready to taunt, so DPS are not getting hit by the bear. You'll see the tanks have gone in and the bear is just hitting the tanks, and all DPS are free to go basically. So as we progress here, it's just doing damage, damage, damage without the bear attacking anyone else other than the tanks. Now the bear has 2 skills you need to be aware of, this being the first skill. The first skill is going to be a big AoE circle, which is going to load up to hit. Everyone has to move out of this circle, otherwise they're going to take quite a lot of damage. This is including the tanks, because the bear isn't moving. But you would have seen afterwards, once the bear has finished with this skill, he's going to run to someone, and it's most likely going to be DPS. This is why it's important for bear to have the taunt. I say the bear, the tanks to have the taunt mask on. Here is the second skill, and you're going to see here, we remove someone so it doesn't hit them in the charge, but for some reason it still registers them as taking the charge here. What should have happened then is he should have ran into the wall and he would have knocked himself out, which you will see on the next charge he does. And now we've gone through this part, it's important to just do as much damage as possible. All the tanks are taking the damage, the EPS are hitting it. What's going to be crucial to see is knowing when the bear is going to charge. Before the bear charges, he's going to run into the middle and send everyone flying. As soon as he does that, which should happen any minute now, everyone needs to be ready to know if the bear is actually going to charge towards them. If they do, of course, move out of the way. And on the second charge, what he's going to do is actually charge twice, rather than on the first charge he only charged once. So in the second charge, he'll charge 2 times, and on the third charge, he will charge 3 times. So this is what I mean here. He will run into the middle, he will jump up, he will bounce, and knock everyone up. Now he's going to charge. Here we do it perfectly fine. We move out of the way, but he's no longer going to hit the wall. Now he's going to charge again. That's his second time. So all we got to do now is dodge this and make sure he runs into the wall, and it's going to knock him out, which now you see here. So now he's stunned and it's just 3 damage. Everyone's to go all in, as much damage as possible, and try to take him out as quick as possible, because there is a time frame on capturing this frame. So that is a quick guide on the bear. It's very simple. Get a couple of tanks or 3 tanks to be saved with mask, and they can take all of the damage. The mask is there in case the bear runs towards DPS, you can then redirect it to the tank with the mask. Just make sure your tanks only use the mask when it is necessary. Don't spam it at the start, and do not have auto artifact turned on, otherwise it's going to waste it. And then he's going to do a first skill charge, which is to circle AoE. Everyone, including the tanks, is to step out of this. And then once he's finished this, just make sure your tanks are ready to use the mask in case he wants to DPS. The second skill is then going to be the charge, where he will start by running into the middle, and once he's run into the middle, he's going to jump up, make everyone bounce, and then he'll charge into people. The more charges he does and more goes, the more charges he's going to run into you. So that's everything, and thank you for watching the video.